What's up, my dudes? It's time to open some System Gate Worldwide Warriors. Hey everyone, Escaped Alien here. Today we are going to be checking out System Gate. So I'm going to be opening Worldwide Warriors. And I think it'll be easier to kind of go over the exterior packaging once I have it out of the plastic wrap, so there's not so much of a glare, but really looking forward to checking out some System Gate product. Before we get into it, let's go ahead and switch to human hands. Nah, that's better. Okay, let's go ahead and get the plastic wrap off the cards, of the box rather. So System Gate is a CCG produced by Speed Robo Games. I'm a big fan of Speed Robo Games and what they do there. Help out a lot of indie creators, and if you haven't seen, I was super lucky and I got a promo card in System Gate. So it's time for me to check out some of these products, start building a deck so I know how to play the game, and I want to get some of my friends into the game as well. So this is Worldwide Warriors. It says bonus includes 3 random full art cards. System Gate Booster Set 3B Worldwide Warriors contains 26 unique cards at 4 copies each. All cards in this set are cyberspace cards. Official website speedrobogames.com. Okay, so looks like we got a few. Shouldn't have put my knife away yet. Looks like you got some kind of tamper-proof seals. So one of the things that I really like about System Gate is they are not limited in their art style. I think that's a lot of fun for a TCG like this. So it gives a lot of artists the chance to be a part of a game, and it's got a good amount of diversity. So that's a decent sized deck. A lot of cards going on in here. Did I read that right? So you get 4 of each card, 26 unique cards. Okay. So maybe it's not necessarily supposed to be a single deck, so that feels like it'd be a lot of cards going on there. But we'll just go through the cards a little bit at a time, so I'll take half of it, half the stack. So it looks like we got a cool surfer dude. Very fun. I really like the background of that. Okay, so that one's double-sided. When this card attacks, flip a coin. If heads, the card gains dual attack this turn. Super Highway Speedster. So 20 Magic Cane Blast. It's cool. It's almost like a Mr. Mime style artwork. Half and half. Turn these upside down now. When this card enters the battlefield, choose an enemy unit. This card's power, defense, and critical all become the same as the power, defense, and critical of chosen card. Knight of Glory, Shotard, Firewall, Garrison Commander, Woe. Doppelganger Disguise. Software. Okay, so there's the Firewall Garrison Commander Woe again. Morris Worm. At the start of each turn, increase this unit's limit by 1, then choose a card in your opponent's drop and summon it to your opponent's center face down. The summoned card is considered to be a unit with limit 0, power 2000, crit 2, defense 2000. When this card leaves the field during your start phase, summon it to your left or right. It's a Dragon Virus. Malware Peddler Nathan. I'd be super interested in learning how to play System Gate. Oh, it looks like there's some real fingers in this one. True or false? Flip a coin. If it's heads, draw 2 cards and you cannot cast. True or false for the rest of your turn. If it's tails, put the top 2 cards of your deck into your energy. Termination Blade, Power Cycle. When this card attacks, flip a coin. If heads, this card gains dual attack for the turn. If tails, this card gains plus 4,000 power this turn. That's a weapon. Did I already mix these up? I did. Crypto Miner Chrissy. Got a bunch of bitcoins floating in the background. When this card attacks, flip a coin. If heads, choose a soul in an enemy card and drop it. Corrupted Program Renson. That definitely looks like they captured that in the art. NPC Virus. When this card deals damage to an enemy unit, this card gains the crit of the damage unit this turn. When this card attacks, flip a coin. If tails, you take 2 damage. Okay, so it seems like definitely a lot of coin flipping, at least in this deck. Not sure if that's indicative of the rest of System Gate, but not something we haven't seen before. Reboot. You may only cast this card when you would take damage. Counter. Flip a coin. If heads, reduce the damage to 0. If tails, gain 2 life. Spider. When this card enters the field, choose an enemy card on the field. Search your deck for a card with the same limit and card type as the chosen card. Add it to your hand. Alright, Glory again. Low Memory, Searcher Blink. After this card attacks, flip a coin. If tails, return it to your hand. So we have the Super Highway Speedster again. The Super Highway Gate. Okay, this is cool. So that's the logo of System Gate on the back of the card. So it looks like this is a gate. You may use cyberspace cards. Your starting life is 17. Once per turn, you may flip a coin. If heads, gain 2 life. If tails, take 1 damage. So I asked Speed Robo about some of the lore of System Gate. And it looks like source energy is considered the kind of energy of the card game. You know, the mana, whatever you want to call it. And that's used to open these warp gates. And that's how you summon spells and creatures. Identify Profiteer Mark. When this card enters the field, you may choose an enemy unit. If you do, this card's power, defense, and crit all become the same as the power, defense, and crit of the chosen unit. Oh wow, this is a cool one. Hypertext Lookup. Look at the top 3 cards of your deck. Add 1 to hand, then drop the rest. You may only cast Hypertext Lookup once per turn. Castle Defender. That's a weapon. The Castle Defender. Looks like all the Castle Defenders are upside down. 20 Magic Cane Blast. Quad Core Overclock. You may only cast this card if you have flipped 2 or more coins this turn. Cast cost, pay 4 energy. Flip a coin. If heads, stand all your units and items and gain another attack phase. If tails, gain life equal to the crit of all units and items on your field. Okay, that seems like a pretty hardcore card. Probability Sword, the seed. After you flip a coin, you may pay 1 energy. If you do, redo the coin toss. The first result is considered to not have happened. The skill can trigger and interrupt your other skills. Okay, running out of room here. So we have another quad core. Probability Swords seed. Virtual Private Network. You may only cast this card during an attack, and if you have no unit in your center counter, fizzle the attack and flip a coin. If heads, gain 2 life. If tails, put the top card of your deck into your energy. Unstable Hacks. Flip a coin. If heads, destroy up to 1 item. If tails, destroy up to 1 spell. Virus Hunter Edgar. When this card attacks, flip a coin. If heads, the card gains Penetrate this turn. Cyberspace Gate. Okay, we've seen that before. Firewall Garrison Conscript. That's cool. And it looks like our last 4 cards are going to be Frontline Fortress Firewall. After tossing a coin, you may rest this card. If you do, redo the coin toss. The first result is considered to not have happened. This skill can trigger and interrupt your other skills. Okay. So I'm trying to see if any of these didn't have 4. I wasn't exactly sure when the box said includes 3 random full arts. So I'm not sure if that means the full arts that you do get, if you're still getting 4 of them. But I do have them all in order now. So we'll just scroll through them and take a look if any of them are more unique. And I'm really going into System Gate. Of course, I've looked at the product online. I've watched a few videos just kind of checking it out and kind of briefly watch gameplay videos. And that's kind of how I know it really leans into being a player's game. And I really like that about System Gate. But as usual, I really like going into card games for the first time where I get to experience the product myself. I think it's a lot of fun when you go in. Okay, so there's 5 of these guys. They all look the same. Oh, okay, there we go. So that's where I was tripping. And of course, this was the first card I saw. So it looks like with the full arts, it means that the back of the card is not going to have the logo on it. Anyways, as I was saying, I really like going into a card game not having too much prior knowledge. And usually that means I'm not going to drop a ton of money on it until I see kind of the first set of cards. System Gate, though, I'm a big fan of Speed Robo games, and like I said, what they do So I definitely got a decent diversity of product to check out. But I mean, this is a game that I am going to want to play. Okay, so there's another full art. So kind of felt like I needed to buy a little bit more so I can get some friends involved. So I'm guessing that's going to be our 3 full art inserts there. Very cool. So initial thoughts. If you're more of a collector and grader, which definitely to a degree I am, you know, this game's probably not leaning into that aspect so much. So let's see if I can get an example. You know, the back of the cards have a little bit of a rough cut on them. They're not, I mean, it's not so bad that I would say it's damaged or anything like that. But, you know, it's probably something that if you are a conscientious grader, you're probably not going to get the highest grade of it. But I don't think that's the point. I think the point is to have a very fun card game that includes a ton of different unique art styles. I think that's very cool. And just, I think it really heavily focuses on gameplay. And what I also think is cool is this being Worldwide Warriors. Definitely, you know, for this particular product, it really sticks to a similar theme. So you can kind of see a lot of neon, computer, virus type stuff going on. I mean, these are like straight up computer pieces, more neon. There's our gates, software. And I really think that's cool, you know, that you can see such a big diversity of different items, different card types, different artworks on the field as you play. So, you know, even this artwork being a different style than, let's say, some of the neon artwork, it's still within that same vein, right? It's like digital art, the old school Duck Hunt play on that. Power button, big photon beam, Bitcoin being a digital kind of asset. So yeah, I mean, first impressions, checking out a System Gate product all the way through, it's a lot of fun. You know, I think this is something for those people who like the concept of indie TCGs, indie CCGs, board games. If you're looking for a fun game to play, I'd say this is where System Gate shines. And, you know, just a diversity of artwork. And it's so cool how if you go onto the Speed Robo Games server and you see the various artists listed for the card artworks, it's just so cool seeing so many different artists included in this game. And, you know, they're not necessarily chasing like super well-known artists. I think a lot of artists get a good shot and get to kind of show off what they're working on. So, I mean, this is like the epitome of just creating an indie community, and I really dig it. So, looking forward to checking out more of the System Gate product moving forward. I have a decent amount to go through, so I'll kind of probably mix it in amongst the various openings that I'm doing, and then once I have a better grasp and understanding of how to play this game, I'll start looking into how to play decks and kind of move forward with that. But I know for a fact I do have decks that are 2 battle decks kind of made to play against each other, so looking forward to maybe even tapping in some gameplay videos in the future. Let me know in the comments what you think of System Gate. I always appreciate it if you want to leave me a like. And until next time, this has been Escaped Alien. Peace. Signed prints limited to 25, available now at speedrobogames.com. Check the description to learn more. Make sure to follow Annwn Art.